What's up, people? This is Who That Edition, your favorite host, Trill Quack. And I know y'all was waiting on this day, man. What I'm going to do, what I'm going to say, my Buffaloes get smashed. And that's what happened. Colorado loses to Nebraska at Nebraska, 28-3, 28-10. As they go down 28-0 at halftime, score 10 points in the second half and lose 28-10. Colorado moves to 1-1 on the season. Nebraska 2-0. Let's get into it, man. First drive, Colorado comes out. They throw the ball every single play. They get 2 drops and they get a sack. And you start to hear the noise. Here they go. And that's exactly where it went. Here we go. Colorado continues to not even try to run the ball. They continue to throw the ball, run empty. And you know your O-line is trash. I don't understand why. Then on defense, Robert Livingston continues to run man when they run the jet motion. Let's get into it. Let's start on defense first. Robert Livingston. He was the coordinator for Colorado Buffaloes. Do you not know that you guys have iPads on the sideline? You can look on there and see what they're running, and then you can make adjustments. You don't have to wait till halftime to make adjustments. You keep waiting to the second half to make adjustments and spotting teams' points. Last week you spotted North Dakota State 20 points. This week you spotted Nebraska 28 points. Make an adjustment after 2-3 drives. You don't have to wait. You have an iPad where you see the plays. It's not illegal. You know that, right? It's not. Make an adjustment, sir. You don't have to wait till the second half. You stock the box and you get out of man. It's simple. They wasn't running nothing but this jet sweep that was causing problems. And Colorado has been getting beat on crossing routes for 2 years now. Get out of man coverage. I don't care what corners you have out there. Travis, McKinney, I don't care. You cannot cover crossing routes. That is the hardest route to cover in man coverage. That is basic football. What are we doing? Then your safeties are 12 yards back and they're not throwing nothing deep, but they're just running and gas you up the middle. Bring them down. Stack the box. Make them throw it. You have decent corners. Yes, make them throw it. Then you finally run zone. You got 2 high safeties running cover 2 and they send you right up the seam. Duh. Everybody know you're in cover 2 if you got 2 safeties. You in cover 2 or cover 2 man. We're like, come on, you have to make an adjustment before the second half. Second half, Robert Livingston, I love you. You stocked the box, you got out of man, you blitzed, you did everything correctly, and you shut him out. I'm not saying you would have shut him out if you did all that the entire game, but it wouldn't have been as bad as it was in the first half. But you didn't coach as bad. Let's talk about it. Right? Nebraska had 28 points, right? 1 touchdown was from Shador. He threw a pick 6. So that's at 21. And another one's from a crazy play where your linebacker Bentley dropped the interception and it ended up in their hands. So now we have 14. They missed the field goal. We give them that. That's 17. Maybe 17-0 going into half. Who knows, right? But you just have to make an adjustment before the halftime, before the second half. It's okay to do that, sir. I hope you know that. It's okay. Now in the offense, Pat Sherman. I understand Shador is the best quarterback in the world, in the country, in the college football level. I understand. But he cannot operate out of empty when his O-line is trash. You have to leave your running back in to block, or you have to do the quick game. You keep running long developing routes when your O-line is trash. You continue to not run the ball on first down and put yourself in third and long when your O-line is trash. You continue to not roll Shador out and keep him standing in the pocket when your O-line is trash. You continue to not take deep shots so maybe you can get some pass interference or get the ball out quick with a deep shot to one of your best receivers and the O-line is trash. You continue to run the same one running play inside zone when the O-line is trash. You continue to run the ball on 3rd and 1 and 4th and inches only when everybody in the house knows you're running the ball when your O-line is trash. We know the O-line is trash. How do you combat that as an offensive coordinator? Pat Mahomes' O-line is not the best. They do a lot of quick game. Look at Rashid Rice's routes this week. It was a bunch of slants, inside routes, whip routes, things like that. Joe Burrow, his line is trash, but he went to the Super Bowl with them off a quick game and deep shots to his best players. You took your deep shots to Will Shepard and Travis. It was either caught or pass interference. You keep leaving Shador just to sit back there and drop back and read when he don't have time. Shador, yes, he holds the ball sometimes too much. Yes, and that's been my biggest knock on him. But he with the O, like, you have to combat it. We know the O line is trash. Everybody in the world knows it. How do you combat that, sir? With no misdirection, run plays, no sweeps, no tosses, no jets, no. What are we doing? It's the same run. You ran one running play in 2 games, inside zone. What are we doing? You have, like, both of these coordinators have to get in the film room and study. It's not hard. You have a decent roster that can win 9, 8 games. But if you continue to play like this, we will win 4 games again. Again. The schedule gets easier. Yes. Cincinnati, USC, UCF, Baylor, and Colorado State are all not as good, I would say, as Nebraska. So the schedule does get a bit easier. So this is Colorado's chance to get on a run and start something. We need to look up, and they need to be 4-1, or the season is over and wrap it up. Wrap it up. Now, some highlights of the game was Cameron Craig, safety number 7. He is a dog. He comes down and lays that wood. He's out there talking, doing his celebrations, everything. Travis at corner is locked down. He had a few deflections, came and made some tackles. Crazy. Ain't that receiver gave us 100 yards. Will Shepard was a good catch when he got opportunities. Wester, oh my God, LeJohntay Wester. You have to return the punts. Stop letting it go over your head. Return it. Catch it, bro. You don't got to return it. Catch it. Fair catch, bro. Stop fake running up. No. Then we got to start at the 3 or the 4. Return. Catch the punt. Catch it. Jimmy Horn at kick return is a beast. He might not get no more returns because they're going to kick it away from him. Shorty's speed is amazing. But Colorado, man, the coordinators put these guys in bad positions and don't put them in position to succeed to me. They don't. We going on, man, to the big dogs. Texas and Michigan. Is Texas championship contender? Is Texas #1 school in the country? I think they number 2. Number 2. Texas blow out Michigan in Ann Arbor, 31-12. As Quinn Ewers throw for 240 yards, they get the job done. Their defense forced 3 turnovers, and they looked great. Texas couldn't do no wrong in this game. Their defense was stout. They held them to only 80 rushing yards. Michigan threw for 204 yards, but it was a bunch of garbage time yards. He had 106 yards with 10 minutes left when the score was 31-6. The game is basically over, so only 100 yards. Their D-line is crazy. Their defensive backs cover well and all run to the ball. Their offense, oh my God, Quinn Ewers' ability to step up in the pocket and deliver a pass is amazing. Sark is great coaching. Every time Michigan would sub out their best defensive tackle, Graham, they would run exactly to his backup. Wink Markdale, defensive coordinator for Michigan, is going to blitz, so they had answers for the blitz all day. They was well prepared and prepped for this game. But the numbers shows Michigan is not really a good team. You allowed Texas to go 9 for 12 on third downs, while you go 2 for 10 on third downs. That's recipe for disaster. Not being able to get off the field and then going 3 and out is just how bad teams operate. I let you guys know early, Michigan was going to be finish the season unranked. They have no trust in none of their receivers. All they have is their tight end. He's the only one that can get open and make plays. So Michigan is what I thought. In the first half, Michigan had 88 yards, while Texas had 279 yards. That just gives you a tail of the tape of the game. Texas stopped the offense, stopped Michigan. Michigan really has nothing, no big talent, no big stars or players you have to really watch out for. While Texas has a bunch of speed, I love their running back duos with Blue and I can't forget the other dude name, but with their duos, Quinterius, he hits the hole. They ran for 143 yards, but each Blue gave you 22, he gave you 30, he gave you 36. So running back committee is a big thing over there with them losing Braxton, they star running back. But Texas is like a powerhouse, man. Going into Ann Arbor, blowing the peoples out. The record being 0 and 24 in non-conference games in Ann Arbor. You go in there, you show that you're a real championship contender, and does that. Michigan offense is worrisome. If you're a Michigan fan, I would be worried. The thought of getting Orgy into this offense is not it. Every time he comes in, you know it's a running play. And then they keep subbing him in when it's 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. Same thing Colorado do. When everybody in the world know you're doing something, you try to do it. It doesn't work. You have to try to trick them or put some trickery in. But they didn't do that, so they got the doors blown off of them. It's only going to get tougher. Quinn Ewers was at Ohio State 2 years ago, transferred to Texas, and he beat Michigan before Ohio State does, which is bizarre. But, yeah. Michigan, man. And Texas, you guys is number 2 in the country. You and Ohio State should be championship teams to be in the championship as of right now. It's only week 2, but you guys have looked the best so far. Ohio State hasn't played much competition, but you play your schedule, and they've blown the 2 teams out that they've played, and they've looked good. So, yeah, let me know how you guys feel. Texas should be what, number 1 in the new AP Pros or number 2? I think they should go to number 2. They was at 3. They should go to number 2. Now, let's get into Oregon and Boise State. Oregon wins a tough one, 37-34 at Oregon to Boise State. They continue their streak of beating non-conference teams at their house. And looking at the score, you may say, man, Oregon is struggling, man. Oregon is struggling. They're not getting the job done against these, lower schools that most would say there's not on their level. 1, Boise State is a good school. I think they will win that 12th seed. That running back, Ashante Genty, oh my goodness, his ability to break tackles and to get up, he's a beast. Shorty is a beast. So do not say do not count this as a bad or ugly win for Oregon. Watching the game, if you actually watch the game, you see the glimpse. Oregon in the first half could not throw the ball. They had 2 big bombs that gave them 14 points, while Boise State was able to run the ball down Oregon's throat and be up 20-14 going to half. Second half, Oregon came out and ran the ball and smashed mouth football and showed a glimpse of a dominant team. They was up 27-20. They went up scored 2 touchdowns and held Boise State to nothing. And they had the ball 27-20 up, driving, and then the tight end fumble. So that's a momentum switch. Boise State gets the ball, they go down and score. So, right, so it's 27-27, late 3rd quarter or early 4th quarter. Oregon got the ball. Dylan Gabriel is changing the play. The center hikes it. Oh, he runs to get some yards, fumbles. Now, so 2 back-to-back drives, Oregon fumbles, and Boise State has all the momentum. Boise State goes down and scores. So Boise State is up, right? Boise State kicks the ball off to the house. Oregon ties the game up. So it's 34-34. Now it's really time to win the game. Oregon defense makes a stand, gets their offense the ball. Offense moves the ball, takes a deep shot, gets the PI call, and win the game. It was a tale of momentum switches, but you see the glimpse of Oregon. When their offense is clicking, it's bizarre. Their ability to get behind your coverage and get their players, Trayshawn Bolden, Tej Johnson, and Evan Stewart, and the tight end Ferguson, the running back Jordan James. The O-line was a little shaky this week in the first half, but second half they played a lot better. But their offense is clicking. And when their defense tackles well and the linebackers come up, Oregon is I know people may say they're number 17. They played against an unranked Boise State team, but people have to realize, man, NIL has changed the game and made it a lot more balanced. These, what you think lower schools, Boise States and USFs and things like that, they're getting good 3-4 star players because of NIL. They're getting good money to go to those schools. While of course your big 5 stars, your big 4 stars are going to the bigger Oregon and Ohio States, but there are good players at these what you call lower tier schools. But Oregon, I think they're showing glimpse. They have a good amount of transfers on that roster, and they're just gelling together and getting the continuity that they need. They're getting it together. So Oregon, man, they gonna get it together. It's only week 2, and at the end of the day, it's about wins and losses, and they're 2-0. By November, when their schedule gets tough, I think they will be top 4 or 5, playing like a top 4 or 5 school in the country. I think they still should be ranked as that, but they will be that. So, but to the last 2 segments of the day, we got Who Dat of the Week. I'm going with Texas, man. I'm going with Texas. Like I said earlier, you go in Ann Arbor, you blow out the national champions. You show that you a real championship contender team. You score 30 plus. You hold them to only 80 rushing yards. You showed that you're not afraid of a street fight, which everybody thought it was going to be, and why Michigan was going to maybe keep it close or, do this and do that. Even the odds only had them as 7.5 favorites, so that's a close game. You ran for 143. You threw for 246. You created 3 turnovers. You just couldn't do no wrong in that game, man. You missed the field goal. So you add that, that's 34 to 12. Texas, man, the dominance in that game was so great. They definitely should move up. I wouldn't be mad if they ranked number 1. They should be ranked for sure 2 at minimum, or they can go to 1. And the opposite of Who Dat of the Week is Garbage Time of the Week. Notre Dame, you fighting Irish. They lose to Norte Illinois. That's a MAC school. That's not the same as Boise State. MAC. 16-14. Do you know Norte Illinois was 0-14 against top 10 teams? They was a favorite by 28.5. They was at home. The quarterback threw 2 interceptions. They paid Norte Illinois $1.4 million to play them. Norte Illinois ran for 190 and threw for 200. Norte Illinois on FanDuel was a plus 2,000, bro. All of this, Notre Dame lost, and they only scored 14 points. I knew it. I seen it last week. Notre Dame quarterback is trash. Shorty is not it. He's not it. He came from Duke, transferred from Duke. He doesn't see the field well, and you see that each and every week. Last week he should have thrown 2 interceptions, but he didn't. This week the team took advantage of it. He only threw for 163 yards, which was less than Northern Illinois' quarterback. The run game saved him. Jeremiah Love is a beast. He ran for 80 yards. He is nice. Only 11 carries. Maybe he should get more than 11 carries, what you would think. But this isn't good for Notre Dame. This loss is not good. But this is what Notre Dame does. They get their fans up and hype each and every week, each and every year. This year they started off ranked 7. They beat Texas A&M in a nail biter where they maybe should have lost if Texas A&M had some good quarterback play. And they moved to rank number 5. You get a Northern Illinois team coming in who has no shot to win, and they somehow figure out a way to lose. I don't know. I think Notre Dame is trash. It was all set up for them to win, to continue to look 2-0. The schedule, I just said in my mind last week, dang, Notre Dame's schedule is fitted good for them to have a good season. And look what they go do. Crazy week, man. Wednesday will be film study on Colorado, and I'll have some few Texas plays in there. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know what we do here. We watch games, not box scores. I'm true. I keep it two things: true, real. Still, Shador, Buffaloes. Peace.